Good evening, fight fans, and welcome to this PVGL Street Fighter 4 match commentary. I'm Iron Ike, and with me, as always, is my Abobo Specs. How are you?
I'm breaking through a brick wall and being beaten up by two twin brothers. Neither of them is wearing pink, as T-Hawk is wearing right now.
Oh god, that was such a good segue. So, this is an interesting matchup for a couple of reasons. For me, anyway. We don't see a whole lot of Dee Jay, we don't see a whole lot of T-Hawk. Them fighting each other is kind of an interesting matchup where T-Hawk has to close the distance to deal massive damage, and Dee Jay is pretty excellent at keeping people out and making them pay for trying to come in. So, let's see what goes on.
He made DJ pay. He made T-Hawk pay there with a massive combo, and he's doing a really good job of just hitting T-Hawk with every right poke. And I'm not sure how T-Hawk really approaches this when DJ, who has always been a secretly solid character in whatever game he's in, manages to cover all these angles of approach that T-Hawk really needs. Like right there, tried to get over a max-out projectile, caught the tail end of it.
Yeah, so frustrating to be T-Hawk in this situation. So maybe he can do something with that hard knockdown, but our DJ player is completely unfazed. He's taken a bit of damage, but yeah, absolutely. He seems to have all of the tools and the timing to just keep chipping away at T-Hawk's damage while keeping him out. Putting some pressure on here in the corner, though. Missed the machine gun upper, and this might give T-Hawk a chance? No, not yet, anyway.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate that focus attack, which did connect properly, hit DJ in the air, because otherwise that would have been a crumple that could have led to taking the round. But DJ takes match number 1.
Yeah, very, very quick couple of rounds there. So we'll see if T-Hawk changes up his fight or playstyle. So this is actually a money match. We can't see the characters' names here, but T-Hawk is played by Mash, and our DJ player is Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill doing a lot of neutral jumps again and again, and somehow making it pay off with a full EX upkick there for good damage.
Yep, for sure. And here we have, once again, T-Hawk is trying to get some kind of air-to-ground game plan going, and every time it's thwarted by DJ's excellent pokes and reads. So I'm not sure what T-Hawk can do in this situation. He focus absorbs a couple of fireballs, tries a Tomahawk Buster to get in. He had a cross it there, but DJ blocked it correctly and is going for his own.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of feel like our T-Hawk player needs to stop going for the T-Hawk plan of attack to get in. He should be trying to use T-Hawk's good strength advantage to just kick away the damage with his longer range pokes of his own. Trying to get in on DJ just doesn't seem to be paying off. Great couple of EX moves there, burnt a lot of meter to do a fair amount of damage, but now he's got to close on DJ from across the screen, and our DJ player is just so comfortable throwing the projectiles. Good cross up there to just about close out the round again.
That was a very, very risky EX hawk dive, because he almost landed on DJ's max out on the recovery, but DJ takes match number 2 in what has so far been a very impressive showing for him.
Yeah, no kidding. This DJ player is so frustrating just to watch. I really have very little idea what our T-Hawk player should do other than what I already suggested, but it's easier said than done. Especially when you've eaten so many fireballs and taken so much damage every time you try to get in. As soon as you change your play style, our DJ player pokes you out, and then you're reset across the screen with less health. Frustrating.
Yeah, for sure. And the fact that DJ's not a soft target either. Like, he has the regular amount of health. He's not a soft, aggressive target like Cammy or Akuma, who doesn't have to make too many mistakes to watch their life bar end. And once again, DJ takes the first round in the match. And where T-Hawk goes from here actually, I'm not sure what our matchup lineup looks like, how many matches they're going to play, but we'll see if T-Hawk can find some kind of answer to this.
Yeah, he's definitely got to do something. So, we see him absorbing some of those fireballs and moving through them using his EX Condor Spire, but our DJ player is just so comfortable. Well, he's stuck in the corner right now, so of course I would say that taking a lot of damage from T-Hawk's kicks and punches, which is probably, like I said, what he needs to do. He can't really rely on T-Hawk's maybe normal moveset there. Missed the Typhoon there, which would have killed DJ, but there we go again, another couple of quick rounds.
Yeah, for sure. And there we saw a glimpse of what T-Hawk kind of has to do. He's got to get DJ into the corner. He's got to cut off DJ's options, because DJ has an answer for everything T-Hawk can do. So T-Hawk really has to somehow get him into that position where just that isn't the case. T-Hawk's doing a little bit better in this match, hitting him with a couple of pokes from far range, but DJ does a really good combo ending in a sweep to start his offense going once again.
Yeah, for sure. So this is match number 4, so I'm really not sure. Maybe this is a first to 5 money match? Could be. I'm not really sure why that Typhoon there missed, but it's a real shame. Jeez, jump over and over for DJ. And the funny thing is, since he knows that our T-Hawk player is going to do most of his damage on the ground, he's pretty comfortable taking a... is this? No, of course it's going to hit. Oh, and he's going to eat the full Ultra from DJ to close it out. That's a real shame. I want to see our underdog T-Hawk get something going here. It's just got to be so frustrating to beat him.
Yeah, I think that Ultra came out of frustration. Like, you cannot throw someone out of their hit stun, and I would imagine T-Hawk knows that. I think it was just a hit. Maybe he thought that the move was going to get blocked and he was going to try to tick through it. Uses an EX Condor Spire to go through the max out, which is all he can really do, but after a blocked Hawk Dive, he gets Dread kicked for free.
And he let his focus attack fly there, which was kind of unusual. He could have used it to dash forward out of it. Getting a little bit of momentum going here with a couple of damaging attacks here, but T-Hawk's up kick, even with... DJ's up kick, even with T-Hawk just standing there on the ground, it hits fully because T-Hawk's such a large character.
Yep, and that's the issue with being a large character. Like, a large character is they tend to have higher life totals and whatnot. Even Rufus, who's really quick, has a fairly above average life lead right from the get-go. But he kind of needs it, because like T-Hawk, he's a huge target and a lot of combos work on him. And a lot of characters like DJ have an answer for everything they can possibly do, and DJ takes yet another match.
So that's 4-0, so we're having a little bit of a break here, maybe to, I don't know, punch each other out on the couch at this money match. Hopefully not. So we're not really seeing it here. I don't want to take anything away from MASH playing T-Hawk, because this looks so frustrating. But just because we're maybe not getting a good taste of it, what does T-Hawk really excel at, Carlos?
T-Hawk, and keep in mind, I don't main T-Hawk. He is, of course, a grappler. Unlike Zangief, he has different tools to actually get in. I would argue that T-Hawk has to be the more offensive threat, because he's got stuff like Condor Spire and the Hawk Dive, whereas Zangief can sit back and time out his lariats and whatnot to let the enemy come to him. But of course, being a grappler means you do have to close the distance and grapple. That's the nature of the archetype, so that ends up being T-Hawk's game plan. But as I mentioned, he's not my main, so I'm not sure I'm the best person to answer that question.
Yeah, fair enough, though. I certainly wouldn't disagree with anything you said. While you're talking there, we saw DJ throw out several long linked combos, which did really good damage. Then he mixed them up with a throw or two, which is really frustrating as a grappler to see a non-grapple character rush you down and then put a throw in there just to mix stuff up. So, speaking of throws, 2 more from our DJ player. He's going to pay by eating a light version Mexican Typhoon. But like I said, I really hope that our T-Hawk gets something going here, and we see at least one win out of him. That'd be great. Throw after throw after throw.
Yeah, and I think T-Hawk's catching on there. That Tomahawk Buster was in direct answer to getting thrown yet again, because his answers are either the light Mexican Typhoon or Tomahawk Buster. And here he does it one more time. I think DJ's getting just a little arrogant with his throws, so he's got to be careful not to lose the round here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's so far ahead that he seems to be goofing around a little bit, maybe having a little bit more fun, and I certainly can't blame him. But now that he's in danger... Oh, is this going to close it out? Not quite. Now that he's in danger, though, he seems to be a little bit more careful. Big missed up kick there, but he couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Yeah, that you totally didn't see it, but I cringed a little bit when T-Hawk missed his far-standing roundhouse there, because that, by all rights, should have closed it out. And DJ knows that he has the projectile advantage, but a very well-timed Hawk Dive ends up giving T-Hawk, I think, his first round of the set.
Yeah, I think you're right, and that's one thing that T-Hawk can do. So DJ recovers from his projectiles really very fast, but T-Hawk can close that distance, so one read will at least get him in to do some damage, and hopefully set up further damage to come. So DJ's reverted to being, well, maybe doing what DJ does best, zoning with projectiles and then making T-Hawk pay as he comes in.
Yep, and once again, one more well-timed Hawk dive there. And that's what Hawk has to do, right? He has to use those damaging tools he has at just the right time. I remember a Japanese player once said that if you can thread the needle, you can win with T-Hawk. He was talking about a game where T-Hawk was the worst character in the game, but it's generally a fairly good way to think of T-Hawk. He kind of has to thread a needle, and if he can do that, you have yourself a very damaging and very, very punishing character. But unfortunately, DJ is also a very damaging and punishing character, and he definitely rewards matchup knowledge and his moveset and whatnot, and our DJ here takes the set very convincingly. So, any final thoughts?
Mostly that I just feel bad for our T-Hawk player, and I want to go out there and find a T-Hawk match where we see some more success. Not to take anything away from either of these players. That was pretty impressive on DJ's side of things.
Yeah, I definitely concur there. So until next time, folks, this has been Specs and Iron Ike. Have a safe and pleasant tomorrow.